Testing, testing. Pretty sure it's working. So, hello everyone, welcome to Course Racing League Round 1, Bahrain. We've got 10 people in the lobby with us today. Maybe more. We'll find out. But yeah, it's Round 1. Interesting. New start, new league. It's going to be an interesting race. So, I'm not been here too long myself. Came here the other day as a commentator. Decided to sign up, building up some experience. But it's not down to me here. It's down to the drivers to put on a good show. I'm just here to commentate over it. So we've got Mafio ZZ _ 96 driving in the Aston Martin. Will he be good today? We'll find out. 2-tap only in the Haas. Haas didn't have a good season in 2022, 2021 even. But equal cars, equal chances. Cauliflower in the Alfa Romeo, loving the name. Eat your veggies, everyone. And then we've got Regals in the McLaren, Longway in the Red Bull, Ascari in the Williams, Hala in the Mercedes, Sput N1K in the Alpine, XNIZ in the McLaren, and Astasic in the AlphaTauri. Sorry if I said that wrong. Correct me if I am wrong. Anyways, it's going to be a short qualifying today, so 18 minutes shootout. Fastest person will get on pole, obviously. And followed by a 50% race, 29 laps. Usually ends up around being 1 hour. So it'll be an interesting hour for everyone here watching. Hope everyone's having a great day today as well. Hello, Vulrez in the the McLaren. I'm rooting for you. Can't pick favourites, but I wish you luck. I'm also joined here by a nice big fat pizza. I won't munch it on the mic, but you grab some food too if you're watching and just sit back and relax. Or not. If you're rooting for someone, give them the good luck message. They really will appreciate it. This will be some people's first league race as well, so they will be quite nervous. Could you say Sput? Yeah, I'll say Sput. Hello, Regals. Anything you want me to call you or not? Let's check. Here. Just looking. Right, let's have a look on the league and we'll see when we're starting up. Shows that we went live on YouTube. I will pull that up if it hopefully shows up on here as well. Shouldn't have any noise here. And it doesn't. Okay, good. Miss Potato Boy, hello. Asti. Hello, Pink Dev 1CE. And yes, good luck to all from the Dog Muncher. And we've got someone else here. We've got Jägermeister in the Ferrari. Now, Jägermeister is a type of shot. Pretty sure. But in this case, he's a Ferrari driver. So, and Pink Device is in 2-tap only. So, the Haas. Now tell me, how's that Haas feeling? And looks like while I was talking, sessions went ahead and started itself up. You can see 18 minutes there. Right, let's load into this. It's going to be an interesting race. And I'm excited to open up this new league with everyone. You finished 8th in Div 3. Nice, nice. So I'm assuming you went from PS to PC straight away. And this is the point where everyone wants to pull away the pizza. It's a homemade pizza. I'll tell you exactly what I've got on. I've got some margarita, some mozzarella, salami, chicken, and pepperoni with the nice tomato base and the Pizza Express base dough. Stick that all together and you got a cracking pizza. It's still a bit hot, so we won't be digging into that just yet. But what we will be digging into is this league race. I'm just trying to figure out what is causing stuff here. Give me 1 second. I will figure that out for everyone. Something white here. I don't know. Can anyone see that? It's showing white at the right at the screen. Oh, there we go. It's gone now. Might just be on the screen normally. Anyways, let's do this. Got a friend request in Discord. Get everything set up. Full track map. Fastest lap. Right, who's going to be the first driver to come out the pit to start off this season? Looks like it's going to be the McLaren of Nick's, or it's Nick's. Nick's is coming out the pit lane. Followed by anyone else? Not currently. That was a quick time to put a setup on. Might have had a preset. Oh, and there we go. We've got the Alfa Romeo coming out with cauliflower as well. One straight out onto the field. Any more drivers coming out? The Red Bull. And is that the other Alfa Romeo? There is no other Alfa Romeo. The Alpine. There we go. And we're going to follow this McLaren. First out of the pit lane. Oh, give me 1 second, sorry. Audio is messed up. Good question why that's not working. Sorry for the inconvenience. Everything but the driving sounds are working. Oh, there we go, it's working now. Okay. So we've got Nick's coming out first. And it looks like everyone is out the pit lanes, so we'll be able to see some juicy laps. Ascari and Mafiosa are both on the medium compound tyre. So I'm assuming they're going for top 10, which everyone should be going for top 10. Because once you're in the top 10, you cannot change the tyre which is started on in the 2022 season. That was changed, but for now, you cannot do that. And we're going to follow Nick as he goes on his first hot lap. Opens up the DRS flap. It's a good start. We also see the Alfa Romeo behind him getting a toasty slipstream into turn 1. Goes a bit wide, but still able to make up for her on the lap. And he gets invalidated. I'm going to switch straight to Cauliflower, who was going to try use him for the slipstream, but couldn't. And it's a slow exit out of turn 3, but it's still a purple sector 1. Saying that, he's the only person who has set a sector 1 time so far. And on the run down to the hairpin, we're going to go through the downhill section. Normally it's a wide to in section there, but we all like to see the creative lines. And straight onto the power. So this left-hander here, could have tucked it in a bit more, but it's only the out lap. The track will not be rubbed in yet. And it's an invalidated lap. Now we're going straight onto the Alpine, who seems to be on a hot lap as well. We're spun, and Nick yields out the way for him. But it looks like his lap's already messed up. Yeah, looks like he'll be going on for another hot lap. Let's follow Astic on the end of his hot lap, as he takes it round onto the back straight. He's got low fuel, I'm assuming he's went for the lowest fuel possible, get the fastest lap, and then just take a low fuel back to the pits. Here we go. The base time will be set at 1:30, but spun sets at a 1:29, and it looks like, oh, Regals is set for a 1:28. It looks like Spun's on a hot lap right now. Yeah, Regals will be on a slow lap. And Jägermeister for 1:27.6, setting the new fastest time by over a second. Can the Williams beat him at Ascari? No, he can't for 1:28. And Hala beat her for 1:27.2. Jäger and Hala here, 4 tenths off him. It doesn't look like Nix is on a hot lap, I'm assuming. Yeah, we'll watch him. We'll watch him anyways. And will Spun move out the way for him, or is he on a hot lap as well? Doesn't look like he's harvesting. And it appears they're both on a hot lap. It's very bad timing, and Nick scores off track. Could that be for the dirty air, or just braking too late? Oh, thank you, Tidge, for it's enjoy the pizza. We'll enjoy the pizza, very toasty. And Spun wasn't on a hot lap. Was he giving him a slipstream though? Could that be classed as impeding? We do not know. And he gets a 127.7. Sticks him up into third place. Still very good for the McLaren driver. And the only two people not to have set laps so far is Cauliflower and Longway. And Longway looks not to be on a hot lap right now. It isn't in lap. Or an out lap. It isn't in lap. And Haller's out of the session. P1 is out of the session. We'll try to see someone. Nobody can retrieve that data right now. Too far back. Sadly, we cannot see what has happened there. It looks like he might have spun out on the right-hander and lost his way. And we're going to watch Jägermeister as he goes onto his third lap. Can he beat Haller? Haller cannot do anything about it if he does. P1 is all to play for right now. He gets a very nice exit onto the DRS straight. And just a nice launch. And I'm going to have a dip into the pizza now. This is getting entertaining. I'm going to say that pizza is scrumptious. Not going to lie. And that was a very nice exit game. Was it a purple sector 1 though? I did not catch it. We'll see as he enters into sector 2. It's a very nice line there. The esports line, some people would say. And as he goes up here, we'll be able to see his sector 2 time. And if it's competing with Haller. And it is 6 tenths faster. 2 tenths faster than Haller. As he goes on to the sector 3. All he has to do is clean out this corner. And it looks like he's got a provisional pole on his hands. Jumping straight down into the 126. 3 tenths of Haller. Manages to gain up 1 tenth from that final sector. Any other drivers going on a hot lap? Spun going on the hot lap right now. There are 12 of them on the lap. It's a slower exit, but it's still up for a good P5 here. We can sort of see who's going to be competing with each other in this championship. Obviously, people's skills vary around the track. But this is a good base setting to see how people drive and what to expect from them in the future. As we can see here, it's a nice exit. And Cauliflower lets him straight past. Down to the hairpin. We get quick launch off, straight, jab the pedal, straight on it. This isn't AFK the whole time. It's going to be a purple sector. Doesn't look like it will be. And it's 3 tenths off his fastest. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to compete with Regals here, who is more than 7 tenths faster down here. Asta was disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. Let's watch that. May have spun and didn't get on track. I'll just say here, spun was 4 times off his fastest. Unlucky to him. I'm going to see Nick's here as he goes on a hot lap. He said he can easily get a 127.2 above. He just needs to focus. So don't listen to me and just focus. That's how you do it. It's very nice. Out the exit of turn 1, straight to turn 2, onto the straight. Is it going to be a purple sector 1? It isn't, but he's 2 times up his fastest. He's only got 5 times more to go. 3 times more to go. To get ahead of Haller. He just has to hold this pace throughout the lap. I'm going on to the second slice of pizza, everyone. There's quite a few slices. Everyone who is in the chat right now, everyone who's viewing this stream, put in the comments who you think is going to come out on top of this first race. And who you think might have who might be a good contender for the championship. It's a purple sector 2. He's on track to beat Haller and maybe even Jägermeister. It's a map he set to 127.1. He's got a new contender to go up with. But can he beat it? The race down to the line. 2 seconds. And he gets P2 with a 127.0. 110 for Aston Martin. He said he could beat it. And he's just proved us all right there. Congrats to him. He might want to push out for another lap though, as Ascaris is the fastest lap of qualifying with a 126.9. And Jägermeister, 400ths of that. He'll be devastated. Any messing up in his hot lap has led to that. Any other drivers on an out lap? I believe the Red Bull will follow him as he goes on his hot lap. Now mind, it's into the pits. Cauliflower is on an out lap though, so we'll watch him. Perfect timing as he goes straight onto the straight. Wasting no time on getting onto it as well. And he gets a 129.7 on his out lap. Or maybe that's just a glitch of Codemasters. Anyways, let's just watch this lap. Look. Oh, and he's oversteered a bit too much there. Or understeered. Anyways, we'll go straight on to Regals, who wants to be catching up with his teammate, 3 positions behind. Which, if you think about it, isn't too bad, since it is equal cost. But let's watch him on this lap. And same again, I'm just going to say, no commentating, just watching. It's a 129.4. It's not as fast as time, but still, I hope you had a good experience there. You know, I saw him qualifying yesterday, sound effects up. Maybe we'll get that with the F1 2021 cars. Right here. Anyways, I'm going to follow Tap as he just went on a hot lap. Straight into turn 1. Bit too early on the brakes, as you can see there. But still. Oh, and he's backed out of the lap. Jägermeister also on an out lap. Long way on a hot lap. Giving us some entertainment. We're at 2 minutes and 46 seconds left of qualifying. If people want to get the laps in, they're going to have to start getting them in now. If you're going on an in lap, you want to hurry that up. So you can get out on time, because the crew, when they bring you in, very difficult. We'll see there, Jägermeister stopped on track, letting the Red Bull pass. See, this is good race etiquette. This is what we love to see in league racing. If you want dirty driving, you could just go to a... Oh, and he gets invalidated with the purple sector 1 too. If you want a dirty driving, you could just go to an open lobby. But this is more reserved. And more for drivers with taste. And Cauliflower does the same again and nearly spins out of turn 1. This time managing to save it. Hope he can get a good lap in this time. No, he's backed out the lap. He's going to let Mafia through, who seems to be on a hot lap. And is it a purple sector 1? No, it is. Oh, it is a purple sector 1. 900, nearly 1/10. Guessing myself there. He is in P4 right now. As it stands, he still will be in P4 unless his Delta has done some crazy things during the time. He goes on to the back straight with a good launch. The optimum time you want to get around here for the second sector is a 103 or 105 between those times. Haven't really kept full track of it, but it seems to be the 104s are in the good. Oh, never mind, it's a 105s as he gets a purple sector 2. 4 temps up. As it stands right now, he is in P1. He just has to take the lap easy. And he masters the final corner as he gets a amazing launch to the line. And his provisional pole, 126.7, 2 tenths off Ascari. But can Ascari stop him? He is on an out lap and he's going down the back straight. We're going to follow him as he goes onto this lap. He won't have much time. He's only got one shot at this lap. But then again, we've got Niz, who won't be able to set another lap. Jägermeister, who's on an invalid lap, and he has to reach it back to the pits instantly. But we're going to follow Ascari now, as he crosses the line to start his lap. The run down it in turn 1 is very long, but if you get a good exit out the third sector, then you're set to go straight on the DRS, straight on the power. He knows this lap counts. And qualifying's ended. Will anyone else be able to stop him? And he gets a wide exit there. And it isn't set up for pole right now. He's 200s off, so it's still all to play for with these last 2 sectors. Jägermeister has finished his lap. Mafia Zoe will not be able to set another lap. The only person to be able to stop Mafia is Ascari and Sput. Now we can see the sector 2 time here. Does he go into the 105s? He does, and he's 1,000th up on his time there. And it's a bad exit out of the turn. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to beat it, but we don't know what's going to happen here. It's 2 times. Can he gain it in this one corner? It was a good exit, but I don't think it's enough. And as it stands, Mafia is on pole and will be keeping the pole. So the race today will be Mafia, Ascari, Niz, Jaeger, Haller, Longway, and the thing cut off. What a qualifying session, everyone. And the race, hopefully, is just as interesting. This is a good time to eat pizza, everyone. Halfway there. Oof. Also, everyone, you need to get a drink. Get a cool, refreshing drink. Okay, here we go. Straight onto the race. Get ready for some ASMR as well. I'm going to open up a cold can with each other. Never mind, I'm going to drink this one. Okay, there we go. Now we can open up this one. And that's how we do it, everyone. This is how we do it. Oh, it's straight onto the race, I think. Oh, no, man. It's a formation now. I need time to set this stuff up. There we go. So everyone's going out on the formation lap. As you can see here, Matthew in P1 and Ascari in P2, Niz in P3. This is your current podium. It's likely to change in the race, though, unless it's follow the leader. Which technically, in F1, it is follow the leader. You're following the car ahead. Unless you're like a certain someone who got stuck in gravel and went backwards. In the name of this man right here. It was a bad qualifying for him. We haven't seen his true pace. But can he make up for it? Right now. Oh, and he hits straight into the Alfa Romeo. Which will, for sure, send them both out of the formation lap. And their tyres will be freezing by the start of this race. And no. That's what the Alfa Romeo will be saying to himself. And so will the AlphaTauri. No. But I'm going to say, if their cars can travel Godspeed to the line like that, they might be up for a win. Obviously not, but yes. Tight, bunched together, apart. There's two sort of packs here. A 5-pack and a 4-pack. Personally got a 6-pack. Definitely not sausage rolls, but you know. So yeah, we've got these are up top, and Haller in P5, Jaeger in P4. Long ways ahead of Haller. Well, everyone wanted to get the tyres tilted to a different level. And it looks like they are. Let's watch everyone get onto the pit. There we go. Never mind. Okay. The moment everyone's been waiting for. It's 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go. Matthew gets a good start, followed by Ascari, but he gets away quicker. And the Ferrari's already up. And Longway is ahead of Haller. And Jaeger's lost a place to Longway, who's gained 2 positions in turn 1. And Matthew stays ahead in the turn 1, but Ascari overtakes him. Can he hold it into turn 2 and onto the straight? Yes, he can. 2 attempts ahead already. But Matthew's fighting back as Ascari's holding position. There's a battle in the turn 3. Side by side, wheel to wheel. And they're spinning each other out. A collision already. As Ascari goes off and Mafia holds P2. And Longway in P3 putting pressure on him. Overtakes him. And Niz flew off with the lead straight away. As Matthew's dropping down positions. Now down to P5 or P4. But he's battling into the hairpin. And he manages to come out ahead. Now he's got to catch up. Back up to Longway. And then up to Niz. Niz has got an amazing start. Already 2 seconds clear. He can make up his own race now. His Cauliflower looks to have spun. It's far away from the pack. But let's see Ascari here. In P9. He's lost 7 positions off the start. It's his race to lose now. He has to make up the positions. And with his driving ability, it's sure that he can. As he goes side by side with the Haas. A bit of contact there. But the Haas keeps the lead. But Ascari will not go out without a fight. And what a first lap this has been, everyone. As the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari battle for position. And there's massive collision! The Alpine, the McLaren, and the Haas. The AlphaTauri and the Haas, the Ferrari and the Haas are out of the session. With the McLaren getting damage off it. And the Alpine seems to have just scraped that. The Jägermeister is out of the session. And the safety car is out. It's been a hectic first lap. And the safety cars came out. But it was good racing for the most part. And that's what we'll love to see. An entertaining first lap for everyone. But we've still got 27 laps. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And then insert Hamilton restart clip. Ascari gained up 3 positions from the last time I checked in them, but that might be due to the 2 DNFs. And Mafiosa underscore 96 P7. He was in P1 at the start of this, we've got to remember. I think he did do a pit stop. I'll have a look here. Yeah, the 3 at the back have done stops. That is something to take into mind. But Niz here. What a race start. I'm pretty sure he was down on like P8. We'll check right here. Oh no, he was in P3. But still, gaining 2 positions like that off the start, on the first lap, putting him into P1. He did have a 2-second lead. That's obviously going to get cut down now. But this is a dangerous driver to look for. And he's going to pit. I guess it's better to get your pit stop done now rather than later. Haller hasn't pitted. Neither has Sput. So them two will get up to P1 and P2. And Ascari has already pitted, so he'll be up into P3. Niz pitted. Astak pitted. Longway pitted. Mafia still going down the last straight before the main. And Cauliflower behind them. Followed by Regals, who's lost 1 position off the start. Haller now in P1. Considering he has not boxed yet, it seems like Ascari is in a provisional P1. I'm going to have another bite of the pizza right now. 7 Erton, yeah, the accent changed quite a bit for the start. Anyways, let's have a bite of the pizza. I'll rate it for you. Now, it depends how much you push the tyres. If you push them minimally, then you should be able to get a good 15 laps out of them. I've managed to get 12 laps out of them in my time as racing. 2 stop, but you got to take safety cars into account as well. So, a 2 stop could be the optimum strategy here, especially if you're gaining back time. You've got to remember, these aren't AIs. They do not know, like, they are not amazing at conserving, and nobody's amazing at conserving. The AIs are just OP. So, putting on a fresh set of softs compared to an old set of hards, let's not talk about Abu Dhabi, the example's right there. The softs always win. Yeah, let's look back on that race start. What a race start for everyone there. Apart from Ascari, who got spun in the heat of the moment. And it also looks like Cauliflower spun as well, but he's gained 3 positions off the start too. And he's already boxed, so he doesn't have to box again, but it looks like he will. 26 laps on the mediums will probably be in puncture territory. Unless you're really good at conserving. And this Ataz has decided to box. I'm assuming it's for wing damage. There we go, it is for wing damage. And we see the fresh wing being put on right now. By what tyres is he putting on? The hards, it looks like. That took longer than expected. And no, it is the hard, yes. The white looks very nice on the Albertari. I'm not gonna lie there. Another bite of the pizza. We cheer for Niz's. Ex-Niz. Yes, we do. Prevail. Unless Haller stopped you. So everyone's waving up the tyres. It's likely that the safety car will be in this lap. It came out on lap 2, comes in on lap 4. And we'll find out as we enter the third sector up here, whether it's coming in or not. We'll find out down the straight, I'm assuming. Unless it's out for another lap, which would be good for the Albertari, so it gives him an extra lap to catch up. But it looks like it'll catch up by the end of the straight anyways. And it is coming in this lap. What a way to end the safety car. And it already looks like the two cars behind them were very far off. And he's playing tricks here. He's playing tricks. And he's off. He's off. Ascari lost the position off the restart and spun in P2. Ascari's dropped down to P3. Niz battling into turn 1. A three-way battle here. And it looks like he came out in the middle. And Cauliflowers came out on top. P4 gaining 6 positions now from P10. But Nix goes straight for the fight. Wheel to wheel into turn 3. And they do it. He does it. He gets the move done. Now he's got to clear up the extra 3 on the pack, who are battling for position right now, so it'll be easier for him to catch up. And he already has caught up. He just has to execute the move at the right time now. Mafia, P1, for pole position, ahead now. Fighting into the heaven. Oh! And Nix has been spun! His luck doesn't continue as he gets tapped on the wheel. And he's now back into P8. Behind Asta. And Mafia is back up into P4, but he needs to get back up into P1 to start where he started. Halalo pulling away with the lead. You got to remember, he hasn't boxed either. His softs are going to be relatively fresh compared to everyone's mediums, so he does have some extra laps to get some more time in before he has to box. But you've also got to remember that under safety car, it is sort of a free pit stop around 12 seconds compared to the normal 25. So it's going to be harder for him to pull away a lead, especially when you're bunched up with the pack as well. He's going to gain 25 seconds. But then again, he will have pressure tyre advantage when it comes to it. And he might not have to box again compared to them who will. There's a lot of disadvantages and advantages in the run. And Mafia is up to P3. There's a yellow flag into sector 1, and it looks like Asta is spun. His race doesn't get any better for him. And it looks like the McLaren of Nix is spun as well. He's had a fortune of bad luck right now. Haller goes onto the straight. A long way, 3/10 behind him. In his slipstream. Doesn't look like he'll be able to make a move here. It is very daring. But it didn't seem possible with the amount of space he had. Or amount of distance he had even. There we go, so yeah. Following right behind. If he gets a bad exit from there, then he would be able to get better traction off the exit. And zoom past. Yeah, this is a prime spot for getting some passive overtaking done. And he sort of just gets through. There was no real battle to be done there. But he is deployed, and Haller has finally decided to head it into the pit lane. And Mafia back up into P2. Now got to chase down Longway. But if he wants to make these tyres last, then he definitely has to ease it down a bit. As Ascari is right behind him. And he will have the DRS on him. Will he be able to make the move? No. He's gaining on him. In his slipstream. The move doesn't seem like it's there, and it isn't. But Ascari gets the better exit, but Mafia gets better traction. As Ascari's in the dirty air. And long way. You see him peeling off in the distance. Mafia has decided to gain some time back on him. Yeah, that was a decision. Cauliflower gets a penalty there. Not sure what it's for, but let's focus on the main battle right now. Ascari gets a DRS again. And the DRS is powerful on the main straight, not around these backstairs areas though. And yeah, you all just see 6 temps off. Yeah, it looks like most people have settled into the race now. And there is still 22 laps left of this. So still a long way to go. And a lot can happen in 22 laps. And a lot can happen right now as I dig into my next slice of pizza. He does have the DRS. 7 temps off. You see here that it's powerful. Nearly 4 temps gain on it. Right, sorry about that. Okay, anyways. Mafia is still ahead of Ascari. Ascari has the DRS 6 temps off. Oh, Mafia nearly spins there. You see that? He got it very squirrely. And he's now 1 second off long way. Puts on the ERS a bit. He should be able to get the DRS. But no, he can't because long way. With the 3% battery. Let's mention that. He doesn't get the DRS though. But Ascari does. And it might be his time to make a move on the second DRS straight. He's got to push, push, push. And Ascari gets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:31.4. There we go. You see how powerful it is as well, especially when you're in a slipstream. If he gets a better exit, a move might be seen here. It didn't get the better exit, and Mafia also does have the DRS now. So it's now a mini DRS trim for P1. We'll see a 7/10 difference between them. So it doesn't look like any moves are being done soon. And regards, 8 seconds off P3. These are in a league of their own right now. But we can see who our contenders are, right? And Mafio. He's managing to gain up the time, but the dirty air's just pushing him back. It's going like throwing him away. Scary. Also gaining the time, but losing it on corners. The straight line speed is where it's at. Long way. Maybe overtook here. He has no ERS whatsoever. And as we said before, the DRS is mighty here. And it's been proven once again. Just look at how much time he's gained there. And there we go, you see him harvesting. He's got to go full push, but he can't. Goes boom, 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 boom. Actually, it looks like he could get a move done here. If he it doesn't look like he gets a better exit, and he... No, he doesn't get the better exit. A move could have been done there. But maybe he's conserving the tyres and just keeping the pace up with him and going for a move when it matters. Just watch them flying past us. So we'll go onto the main straight. He will have the DRS. He's 4 temps off. Could the move be done if he uses full push right now? He's gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. Longway's trying to get out of his slipstream. And they're going to turn 1. Longway keeps the lead. But can he do the switchback? He can't. But he gets the DRS, so the move might be done. Onto turn 3. He's gaining again. Which side is he going to pick? He's going to pick offensive. And we'll see again, wheel to wheel. He's holding position. And they're going to go fight into the turns. Into the S. And Longway stays ahead. What a battle this is. And now down to the hairpin. They're going to have a little scrap. Very, very close to each other. And Longway stays ahead, but Matthew gets a better exit and he runs away with the DRS. Can Ascari get the move done on Longway now, who doesn't have the DRS? Longway stays ahead. Those softs might be dropping off now. But Longway is still harvesting, you've got to remember that. So even with the DRS, using ARS will help. There you go, Longway's pushing to just keep out of the DRS. Or keep ahead even. Cauliflower gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And now we go to Scari's time to pit. And he locks up going into the pit lane. Doesn't matter though, he won't need those tyres again. And Longway trying to make the move on Matthew with the DRS. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it though. Oh! Matthew gets a terrible exit there. And Longway down the inside. Wheel to wheel battling again between these two. Longway's ahead. And Matthew trailing behind once again. He's going to try to go for a move down here, but he can't do it. So he has to take a line as normal. And we've got Longway storming ahead, but Matthew will have the DRS. Maybe it's a game of DRS right now. As Longway gets a terrible exit there. And Matthew shoots off. But the move doesn't seem doable. And Longway lags back a bit there. That might be a bit of desync. That was an issue the other week in F1, but seems to have been fixed as of recently with a patch. There we go. Surely Matthew will make the move, unless he's boxing, which he isn't. And there we go. Gaining. And there's not much Longway can do about that, but Longway will have the DRS into the second straight. But Matthew's too far ahead for anything to be done there. But he will go for it. He will try it. But no, he can't. Too far. Matthew leaves the room like he normally would. But Longway can do nothing with it. Cauliflower, 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. And he's off track here. Looks like he's about to be lapped. Very interesting. Longway, terrible exit again. That is not his best corner. And Matthew cruising ahead. But Longway has more time to harvest and recharge the battery now, where Matthew has to push to keep ahead. So he may be able to harvest the battery and make a move when he can. Because if someone's on 10% battery and you're on 90%, you're guaranteed to win. Like, it's just unfair advantage. But yeah, you know what I mean. Long way. Can he do anything with the DRS? You'll try, but it won't work. Regards, a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That will be looked at probably. Oh! He goes with a move! It's an ambitious move. And he sort of just gets squeezed off by Matthew. So he's got to force back. Nearly a spin there for him. Could have been race ending. He's really wanting to get past now, and Cauliflower lets him pass. But he's really just urgent to get past now. He may be planning something. Again, right game. But nothing comes out of it. Cauliflower off again. Lost part of the wing there. No goal, he's going to pit. Maybe that's why he wanted to get ahead. Just to hold him up before he pits. On the hard tyres. Fast pit stop from the Red Bull team there. Cauliflower, 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane game. Looks like I come out in P4 just behind Ascari. And now to Ascari and Longway, who's going to be battling for position. Longway's got to get used to these cold, hard tyres. It will take longer for them to heat up, giving Ascari the bigger advantage. Save on pit stops. Cauliflower, 4 pit stops. Astic, 2 pit stops. And Regals, 2 pit stops. Long way 2 pit stops as well. So it looks like the top 3 are still yet to pit for the second time. Bahala, he might not have to pit again. We'll see his tyres. No, he is on the mediums. He will most likely have to pit again. But Ascari and Longway, the battle continues. And Ascari will get the DRS. You've got to remember, he's got higher ERS percentage as well. So he's going to have more to push. And there we go. He's going to just breeze past again. Ascari's made up another position on Longway. And there's nothing he can do about it. So yeah, we can see here, Niz and Matthew look like they will have to pit again. Ascari looks like they'll be going till the end, giving him the reason why he boxed before. Haller will probably have to box before the end too. 16 laps, oh not 16 laps, 21 laps on the mediums is doable, but it requires a lot of conserving. And if he doesn't have low percentage right now, then it might be worth boxing and save yourself from losing the time which you would have lost before, or which you would have lost from staying out. But if I was in his situation, I'd probably wait out a few more laps and switch on the soft and get some fastest lap in. Matthew was going in the pit lane. He's got a 5-second time penalty. That's amazing for a Scary in the long way. But we've also got to remember, long way's on the hards. Was that the best decision for him? We don't know that. But we'll see, comparing to the other drivers, it looks like Matthew is on the mediums. Matthew comes out behind Longway in a Scary. Matthew will have the fresher tyres compared to Longway, so it looks like he might be able to overtake Longway, but a Scary, not too sure about. He does have to gain 5 seconds on anyone he overtakes though, because everyone ahead of him doesn't have a penalty. Apart from Nick's now, who has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's been an interesting race so far. I wonder who's going to come out on top. There's still 12 laps left to go. And there's still 2 people ahead who probably need to pit. And then there's 3 people in a battle right now. Who will prevail? Who will get wing damage? Hopefully nobody. But there's still a lot of questions which aren't answered. Matthew fallen back a bit from Longway, but that could be strategic. He's still within a second, so he'll be able to gain it all back on the straight. And maybe he is savouring the ERS. I don't know that. And there we go. Haller's now pitted. He's going to put on a second set of mediums. In his situation, he only had 9 old mediums. That could have easily been onto a pair of softs for the last 11 laps. If Niz can make out this stint on the mediums, last for another 11 laps and not lose 4 seconds so Longway, who by the way is overtook a Scary now, he can prevail and win. But he does have a 3-second time penalty as well. So realistically it's a 1.6 second gap. And those fresh hards are beating those old mediums any day right now. Matthew is watching back on the battle as well. With the DRS. They both have DRS. The long way doesn't have DRS though. And we can sort of see what Matthew's trying to do here. We can't pre-predict the strategy. And it looks like a Scary will be going for the move on Longway right now. And there you go, see, gaining and Longway. Longway makes a Scary lose the position to Matthew. And now it's a battle wheel to wheel into turn 1, into turn 2. For the position. And they both get DRS. So it looks like Matthew's gained position on a Scary due to the battle between the two who were meant to be at the front. So now Ascari's the one sitting back and watching. And Matthew laps the car there. But now Matthew's amazing strategy is going to come into play. Something he's been planning since he's pitted. And I just let you watch that out. And there you go, he's got the better exit, and now he's using the ERS. He's been saving the ERS all this time. And he can just make the overtake into the section, wheel to wheel, up the hill. Longway still stays up ahead. But remember, there's still another straight to go through. With DRS, which is more powerful than the one they've just been on. And this is also mighty for getting a toasty slipstream into turn 1. And he's got to break the slipstream, or else he might hit into the back of him. And there we go. He's alright, on his tail, in the slipstream, DRS. And he's just weaved him into the wall. We'll see the game he's playing here. And in turn 1, he keeps the lead, but can he do the switchback? Longway still prevails, and it doesn't seem totally fair that he can weave and block his line. That'll probably be reviewed after by the stewards. We'll get further notice though after the race. And there we go, you see, he's sort of just hitting into him. This is dirty play here. It's the wheel to wheel. It could just be due to battling, but it does look like he's got end plate damage as well. The car isn't as responsive as it was before. With 9 laps left to go, Longway's holding position, but not the clean way. I'm just trying to see if there's, I think there is wing plate, end plate damage there. I'm just sort of having a peek. There's no visible, but I'm assuming there is some. The cauliflower is out of the session. I wonder what's happened to him. We can't get an eye view on it because he's too far back from the, well, too far back from the person who's closest to him. Niz, though, still hasn't boxed. He might be going for the long sin. And this battle at the back has really helped him out, keeping the position. And there we go. Matthew has to box now. And it is with a new wing. He has got damage, and he's got a 5-second time penalty, which he can serve right now. He needs a safety car. He needs something to bring him back into this. And he goes for the soft. Should be able to set a fastest lap if he can. He's got to salvage as many points as is from possible. From P1 down to P6. It seems like really unlucky though, because of the way it's happened. He's down into P7 now. And all you can do is sit there and just drive his heart out. He needs it. He needs a miracle. Christine Horner said that, and then he got a safety car, and still not mad about that. Yeah. But anyways, Niz, the fortune of bad luck has turned into some sort of good luck, putting him into P1. But then again, he still might go on to the softs. And he should be able to do that without losing too many places. But Longway is screaming up ahead, and Niz has the 3-second time penalty. So 4 times is the gap between these two. See Mapio battling for position with the Alpine. Sis behind him in the final turn onto the main straight. He's got the DRS side by side, and the DRS will power him through that. And there we go. It cuts back to his rightful place on the track. And there's no challenge in the turn 1 there. But now Spun, who parked the car there. And there we go. Onto the gravel. As Matthew just flies away. Now Matthew is 11.2 off Regals. If he can keep within the 11-second mark, then he should be good. That's what Matthew is. He gets a purple sector 1. We'll want to see his fastest lap attempt. And there we go, he does it. 129.0. Nobody is beating that. Back to battle with Scary and Longway though. Longway will get the DRS. And Ascari did actually manage to make it through during the time we were spectating other drivers. Which, surprisingly, I'm surprised about. And Ascari gets a bit squirrely there, you see it? He goes left, right, we're going to get funky, you know. Yeah. Very questionable line there. And Ascari is 9/10 off the leader now. But it wasn't in the detection zone, so there'll be no DRS. As long as we can sort of make his battle with him now. And Longway was forced into a late break there. And he tries to DNF him, but he misses out. He misses. He attempts to DNF the driver, but he misses. That is an elbow zone moment right there. He'll be sitting there. He's just being embarrassed. He is just being embarrassed. We'll see the scarring now on Niz, who can do nothing. His tyres are very, very old, and he's tried it out as much as possible to hold them behind. But it clearly isn't doing it. And there we go. We'll see Longway retired from the session. Is that going to be a safety car? Late safety car? And it is! It's a VSC though. Will that be a full course safety car? And no, it's sticking to the virtual. So it isn't the miracle which Mafio needed or wanted. But we just saw a driver get absolutely embarrassed. Anyways, when is this VSC ending? Oh, there we go. Niz is going in. Oh no, he tricked us. We thought he was going in the box, which he could have done and got away with. Because you got to remember as well, it's a free pit stop. He could have came out back in P2, which would have been the safer option considering he would have came out in P2 anyways. The VS8s came out for a long time, nearly a full lap now. There we go. DRS is nibbled. Nobody got a drive for a penalty. Luckily. And Ascari locks up there. But DRS is nibbled straight away, and he will have it straight onto the straight. Yeah, that makes sense. But you just see, the fresher tyres will always outbeat the older tyres, and the grip levels are incredible. And there we go, side by side, up the hill. Beautiful racing, and Ascari comes out on top. He goes through the long right-hander to the mini hairpin right now. And there we go, he can just shoot off. Niz could potentially, he can hold this out for the rest of the race. Unless he loses 10 seconds, or 3 seconds a lap, it looks like P2 is coming his way. Can Mafio though gain 12 seconds on Haller and get up into a podium position, salvage something out of this race? He salvaged quite a lot out of the race so far, but can he salvage anything more? And Niz is already a second out as it goes to the second DRS straight. And there we go. 1.6 seconds. It might be his time to box. 3 laps to go. He could try to steal the fastest lap off Mafio, but he's already lost a second. He only has to lose 3 seconds a lap. So he might be holding out for that. But he will have to take it easier on curbs as well, because it will be easier for him to get punctures and spinning due to lack of grip. But yeah, by this point now, there'll be no more VSCs or safety cars. It's just going to be pure racing. If you DNF, you're out. And there'll be nothing to show for that. It'll just be retired. And there we go, Matthew for 3 second time penalty. It shouldn't affect them too much. It's only if he's looking to get up to that P3, which probably is. But if I was him, I'd be content with the P4 right now. And there with Niz, 6 seconds left. That's the distance he's got left before he loses. And we'll see here, tyres, 8 laps compared to 5 lap old softs, or 23 lap mediums compared to 8 lap mediums, especially with pace difference as well. That gap just keeps going down, and he can't afford for it. And actually, no, it turns out there is 2 more laps after this, lap 28 and lap 29, so he can only lose 2 seconds. So he's going to have to push, or hope that Haller does something. Yeah, we'll see now. 3.8 seconds. So there we gained some time back there. .3 seconds. The tyre drop-off point is definitely well past its prime now. And it's just dying and dying and dying. And 2 more laps to go. He's got 2.6 seconds left until he loses his lead. And at this point, it's the Bahrain game that Haller messes up. He's now only able to lose 1 second in this lap and 1 second in the last lap. It's going to be a tight battle. Might not be a physical battle, but it'll be a virtual battle. Oh, and there we go, Niz has spun. And we'll see Haller going straight through. And Niz will be so annoyed with himself right now. Because now Matthew can gain all the time he needs in those laps. And there you go, you see the gap is screaming down. And now he has to gain 4 seconds in the next lap, which seems doable. Considering it looks like he's got damage. It looks like Niz has got damage. So now Matthew, 6 seconds out. You see the time's flying down. Now this is Matthew's time to push as fast as he can. But we've got to also remember that he does have a penalty, a 3 second penalty. So it's 5 seconds, which he has to gain. And this is going to be a 1 lap shootout. And we're going to watch this happen together. 4 seconds, you see the time screaming down. It's the corners where he's going to gain all of his time in this lap. And it's really the question of who will prevail between the two. And there we go, you just see 5 attempts gained, 6 attempts gained, 7 attempts gained, 8 attempts gained. All from one corner. And especially on the highest speed corners. It's where he can get out. And there we go, Niz has got the 3 second penalty. And Matthew, 2.2 seconds out now. It's provisional P3 for him. And Niz, what a fall from grace. He's now sitting there, no grip, and he's letting him past. He's got nothing else left in him. And he's going to let his teammate pass as well. Unless he isn't, but what happened there? It looked like he was charging the battery. But why though? Why would he do that? And now we'll just see Ascari crosses the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. Halle coming down the final corner now to come second. What a race it's been from both of them. And now Maffio started on P1, finished in P3. The race story is totally different to the statement. And he takes the final podium position. Niz, a fortune of bad luck, followed by more bad luck. P1 to P4 in the last few laps. And we'll see his teammate now coming down to cross the line. P5, it's a good race from him. And it'll be a healthy start to the season. P5. And now Sput. There's been a few spins, but he crosses the line, or crosses the final corner, across the line. P6. And that's the Bahrain GP for everyone. Halle, driver of the day. That was very, very well deserved. Coming P1 in the race, I believe. Oh, no. No. I wish I could tell you who won, but I forgot. I did say it. And there we go. We'll see them all happy dandy on the podium. What a race it's been from everyone here at the Course Racing League. Some ups, some downs, some amazing racing, and most importantly, some amazing entertainment. I hope you enjoyed the race today, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was an amazing 29 laps of racing, and a lot of changes between it. So that's all from me, and yeah, we'll see you next time when we go racing.